So what is Revit? Today I'm going to do a walkthrough showing you just what Revit is. Coming up. Hello everyone, Daniel Stewart here, CDB-University, where we bring you tips and tricks for architects and those who work with them. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. And if you like this video, be sure and hit the thumbs up so that we can make more content just like this. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so we're gonna jump right in here. And what is Revit? Revit really is a 3D modeling program. It's often referred to as BIM, which means Building Information Modeling. And information can be tied to elements. There are several software packages out there. However, I would say, in my opinion, Revit is the one that you really see around. So I'm going to go ahead. What I wanted to do is just do a walkthrough for you and just show you kind of by example, what Revit is and what it can do for you. So let's jump right into this. And as you know, as you see here, I just did some outlines of the walls. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to just do kind of a mock building here. And I'm going to go ahead and trim this up. And we're kind of doing a residence in this case. And I've done the walls here. And let's go ahead and put on a roof. So let's do that. And I'm gonna do an overhang here. Let's do 1.5 feet. So I'm gonna come down here and I'm going to hit tab. Now let's just go ahead and go through and pick our walls. The tab is not working for me. So we're now putting on our roof. When we click on this line, we're defining the slope. I definitely don't want it that high. Let's do more like a 3 and 12. And actually, so here's where that tab's working for me. So I hover over the line, I'm gonna hit tab, and then I'm gonna click to select. Let me do that again. So hover over the line, hit the tab button, and click to select, okay? So now I can define my slope. I'm gonna go ahead and do that here. The reason we're not seeing anything here is because we have multiple items selected and they don't all have the same slope. So we're gonna make those the same slope at 3 and 12. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish my sketch. And we want to attach the walls. And I'm gonna go ahead and go into 3D. So here we now have our building with the roof that we just did. And let's go ahead and throw in some doors. I'm not going to get real fancy about this. It'd be nice if I probably put a double door here for sort of a grand entry, but I'm not going to, as I say, I'm not going to get caught up in trying to make architectural beauty because I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm just going to, for illustration purposes, go through and put in some windows. Let me see what size window I can get here. I want some that are a little bigger so we can really kind of see them. Oops. So I'm gonna actually flip this. I'm going to right click and create similar. And these are not super important. Again, they're just illustration purposes so you can kind of see what Revit can do. And why Revit is so cool. All right, so we've done that. Now, let's go ahead and create a new sheet here. And let's go up to our level 1. Let's go ahead and drag that on. This is our, let's see what scale we're at. We're at, I don't know if I'm going to get 1/4 inch here or not. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to just kind of change the design. I'd kind of like it to be 1/4 inch. So I'm going to kind of squeeze this in a bit. And I'm going to move those over, and I'll move this over a little too. Let's deactivate that view now. Again, I'm just kind of trying to give you a walkthrough. I'm not teaching you right now how to use Revit. Just want to illustrate what Revit can do. So, this can be just a little tricky trying to get what it is we really want there, because right now it's getting confused and thinking I want to renumber it, which is definitely not what I want to do. Okay, so we now have our floor plan, and let's go ahead and generate some elevations. So this is actually quite easy. You'll notice that my elevations, I'm just kind of clicking through my elevations here. So let's go ahead and throw those on a sheet. Let's go back to my elevations, and we're going to do that same thing. We want these to be 1/4 inch. I'm going to try to see if we can fit these on one sheet. We might be able to. And I kind of want to, I like to lay things out on a sheet where we're kind of doing them in methodical order. So let's see if we're east. Let's see. Let me see, I'm going to select all these. Let's change the scale to 1/4. So that we don't have to do that kind of 1 by 1. Let's nudge this over. This is a little bit tight. I'm not going to worry too much about that. You're going to notice that these align on the sheet. These title bars align on the sheet. And we'll do that like that. I'm going to come in here and pull these over. As I say, that I can see that this is a little bit tight, but I think for illustration purposes we kind of get the idea. Now actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's I think it actually was my north view that's kind of the grand entry, if you will. So we'll go north, and then we'll go east, which I think this is our east. Then we'll go south, and then we'll go west. I'm gonna, for illustration purposes, I think you guys get the idea. I was gonna kind of clean this up and organize them and make them equal and everything, but I'm not sure that that really matters for illustration purposes today. So there's our elevations. Let's go ahead and create a section. Let's do a new sheet. And go to our plan view, and let's throw in a section. So we're going to go to view, section. Let's put on a longitudinal, and we'll do that again. Right click, create similar, and let's do one here. So now we'll go to our section view, and We're going to open up the sections here in the project browser, and then we're going to have our sheet, which I believe is open. That's here. So there's our section, and here's our other section. Again, a little bit of cleanup here. Kind of lopping off that eave. So let's fix that. And we'll drag these over. This looks pretty good to me. Might drag that down just a little. Let's go ahead and deactivate that view. And then we have our other one. Just situate this a little bit higher. And I'll go ahead and put that up a little bit. I'm gonna kind of clean that up a little. And everything else looks fairly good to me. Let's see. So you can see how easy it is. I can manipulate the views on the sheet. I'm actually not sure how I want to do that. We'll go ahead and do that. Clean this up slightly. Go ahead and leave that. Nudge this over a bit, kind of want them sort of aligned. And let's fix this so that's kind of on the view. All right, I think we're done there. All right, let's go ahead and now create some schedules. Let's see. Let's do this. Oops. Let's do that everywhere in the entire project. The sill height's 3. These are pretty tall windows. I want them to align to the top of the door. Oh, those really are. Those are 6-foot windows. So yeah, it's going to be a 1-foot sill. That's just something that I think is important. So we won't worry about the fact that these are quite large windows. Anyhow, got that done. By the way, did you notice how that changes everything in every view? Because we did it in the 3D model. I mean, we're changing the 3D model and all of our views are being pulled off of the 3D model. So again, very, very cool attribute of Revit. So there's no going in and having to update every drawing, every view of my building, to move each window down individually. Okay, so that is kind of that. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna create, let's do a detail call out. So let's go ahead and then let's go to this view and let's put this detail on a sheet. So we're going to create a new sheet for that. And I'm going to copy some of this here. And I want to get rid of these, the text there. So I'm going to hide that. And I'm now going to take my detail, which is actually this one here. And there it is there. So I'm going to go back to my sheet and let's put that here on my sheet. So I'm going to leave this way. This is not how we'd normally leave this. We have a, well, let me just show you real quick what we do here. So that's what would happen there. And that's the way that would look. Okay. So, and then in my naming convention, this here's detail 5. I'm going to go ahead and close that. And let's go ahead and make another sheet. And let's do schedules. Let's make a schedule. So schedules, let's do doors. And let's do height. Let's do mark. Let's do width. Actually, okay, width. For fun, let's do level. For fun, let's do count. Again, it's really more just for illustration purposes, to kind of show you how easy it is to create a schedule and how Revit does that and how that works. So let's leave our count, our level's good. Let's do our mark. Let's do height and width, and then we'll have our head height. So there is our door schedule. Let's take that schedule and let's move that onto a sheet. And then let's do that also with our windows. So new schedule, windows. That's good. Let's do sort of a similar thing. So I think it was count, head height, height, width. Let's see if there was anything else. Oh, mark. And in this case, we'll do a type mark. I think that's it right there. Let's go to our schedule. There's our window schedule. And we'll drag that onto a sheet. So you can see it's marked window schedule, door schedule, the count, we have the mark. Let's see, let's go into our plan view. Actually, let's go to our elevations. Let's go annotate. Let's do windows. And doors. We can't really see these, so let's just go ahead and pull those off. We don't need those. But we've got these here. That's tagging stuff we can't see, so we won't worry about that. Let's do the same here. So just selecting these, and be done here in just a minute. Okay, let's go to our final one. Tag all doors, windows, apply. Delete the ones we can't see anyhow. And then Okay, so that's kind of that now. Let's go to our plan view and let's do the same tagging that we just did. All right, pretty awesome, huh? So let's see, let's go take a look at our sheets. These are the sheets that we have. Let's renumber these. That's blank, let's get rid of that. We know this is, we're not using that, and we're not using 102. So let's, here's our plan. Let's just name this A1. Let's do A2 for this. A3 for our sections. There's our details. Here's our schedules. So let's make this AS1, and let's make this one AD1. AD1. Let's not save. Okay. There we go. Now, so you'll notice here, this tells me what sheet that's on, and notice that that updated automatically. So no more going in and being like, oh, well, now this is on a different sheet. So, and let's go ahead and delete one of these to show you that. So we got our schedule here, and let's do this. I'm going to close almost everything, and let's open up the schedule and the plan view, and then we'll window tile. And I don't want that, so let's do that. And don't need that, so let's go window tile once more. And just again, for illustration purposes, let's go ahead and remove a window. So let's try that again, undo. So you notice how that removed one of the windows there, removed it from the schedule, and it also removed it from all of the views. So if I go in, let's see, that would have been seen on this view here. And so that's been removed. So that's a quick demonstration of Revit, how it works, how we 3D model the building, and then all of the views are generated off of the 3D model. It illustrates how the schedules are sort of one and the same with the elements that you put on the building. So it's very easy to make changes, very easy to build. I mean, look, how many sheets I just generated in about 20 minutes here. So that's just a quick little intro to what Revit can do and how quickly things can be done. And that now is a quick little demo in Revit. I hope you enjoyed it. As you may know, I also offer a Revit course that will take you from beginner to intermediate Revit user. If you're interested in finding out more, check out the link below.